Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Power football with the run. Finding an escape route. Gashing the knee on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll pitch it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winston. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Test the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. Finds a crease at the 20. at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so you've got to continue to play well within the conference.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They go to the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets him fly. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Yeah, how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Complete. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for room. It's Winston. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Boyd. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Fuck, nigga.
Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Spits it out to the back. Working that left side now. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Winston. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. No huddle here for the offense.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw. It's Boyd. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Punch it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Passing on the field goal try. Ball at the 10, and here they come to go for it on 4th and short. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Red pass is complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On the inside. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Got the first down and more. Oh, he found a space on the right. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
First down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and third and long. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Zone. Hand off to the lone back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. He turns that loose down the right side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive.
Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. We saw it on that last play.
The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Kansas State pushing the pace. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion, but he's just been off over and over again in this game.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Willingham. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead. Nice little zone. A shot for the end zone. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Fuck, nigga.